The time is right. It's Monday night. It's 3 wide. It's Cold Hard Art Cup Series from Watkins frickin' Glen. We're going left. We're going right. 2 nights in a row. Thomas Morris, Trey Landry, Matt Kingston. Flag to flag coverage. The voices without choices. Gentlemen, hello.
Hello there, Bob. Also,
Bonjour.
hello to
Hello.
Chad.
Yeah,
chat's
pretty
bumping tonight. I
pretty
love it.
active chat tonight, gentlemen. How do you feel about that?
I love it.
I feel like they can do this while they're in the car. I'll be really impressed.
Cameron Rich did that once. I believe it was under caution, though. Still,
Yeah, we'll see if he can keep
Quite,
up with that tonight.
Luckily for the rest of the field, he's no Fredericks. So,
Who's that?
Oh boy, rest in peace. Back of Larry's car. Not really. I just wish we would have hit him harder.
I missed what happened there. What was that?
Nothing. That's for another day. We're here tonight though. Second round of the playoffs, boys. Got some guys who need a good run tonight because they're in a little bit of trouble after last week.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard here, too, because we already know, unless things go drastically wrong, Cameron Rich and Peter Shore right now are, I would dare to say, class of the field. So it's going to be interesting to watch for sure.
Just a little class. The main guy I'm going to look at tonight is Paul Ross. Did not have a great Milwaukee. See if he can rebound tonight. We know he's had speed all year. See if he can put it together here at the Glen.
Not a lot of speed tonight, though, as he's rolling off 10th.
It's not where you start. It's where you finish.
Yeah.
And speaking of where you start, let's roll them off with that grid, boys. Gonna roll off P1 tonight. Surprise, surprise there. Cameron Rich grabbed the pole there from his teammate and bitter rival, Peter Short.
Starting out back behind those lads, we have the 12 of Matt Hackathorn, who has kind of shown himself to be a good little road racer here in the last 2 races with Mid-Ohio, and this one with a good qualifying performance. And it was outside. Playoff driver, Kevin the Flying Finn.
And rolling off P5, you got number 5, Sam Close. To his outside, Drew Eisman in the number 77 machine.
Rolling off P7, still looking to get that solid, I'd say, podium finish this year, boys. What a nickname, the Mad Dog, Levi Zelensky, rolling off P7 into his outside 4-car of Luis Salmoso, trying to, I believe on Twitter he said rebound from a terrible Mid-Ohio last night. So
I like to call him the meat missile.
Starting in the 5th row, we have the 87 of Richard Hines, a playoff driver, who's outside the guy that we mentioned that has to have a good run tonight, the 18 of Paul Ross.
Coming up just shy of the top 10, you got the number 1 car, Jordan Teal, starting 11th, and playoff driver Johnny Thomas, he's starting P12 in the 83 machine.
Rolling off P13, another guy looking for a solid run would be Mike Stevens, and to his outside, another playoff driver, Race Clark, who's starting deep in the field tonight, boys.
And near the end of our list here, we have a couple other playoff drivers. The number 90, Corey Lindsay, the last driver to take a time. And starting to the, I guess it would be the outside of him here at Watkins Glen, is the 89 of Brent Miller.
And tail gun Charlie on the field, number 9 machine, Nick Miller.
The Miller boys are at it again.
He can only go forward tonight. That's a positive, right? If you go backwards, that would put you in the garage. So.
Yes, that's for sure. And folks, just so everybody knows, we have currently 11 playoff drivers right now in the field, I believe. Brooks Westfall did not make it, or wait, that's not right. Yes, it is.
Yes.
There's only 11 because Brooks Westfall did not make her in to last week's event or this one.
So Chuck in chat said he couldn't make it tonight. Sorry we missed it, Chuck. Put on a heck of an effort last night. So join us again in a couple weeks at Chicago.
Ugh.
And we're gonna go get a deep dish, we're gonna have some fun, eh?
Not gonna get blown away like Dorothy from Kansas. That's a bad segue, I'm sorry.
Oh boy. It's only 45 laps. I'm sure we'll get it figured out at some point.
Yeah, with 90 proof, I don't think we're gonna be doing too much of figuring out tonight.
Honestly, we're back to the Ford Mustang tonight, so Bert's happily back in there, pawing it up.
I think it was too much power in that roof last night. Now, Watkins Glen is, with this dynamic track, is definitely going to get dirty here tonight when drivers run off in the bus stop, and especially in the second to last corner. There's a lot of people that can run off and come back on, so those might be the big trouble spots for people getting unexpectedly loose because they're getting into the marbly sand.
So they run off into turn 1 when you come back on. You can throw a little bit of dirt too. That can lead into the S's and cause a few problems.
I think the S's are going to be fun all night.
Yeah, you're going to hope that you can get everything sorted out before you get to the S's so you don't have to be side by side through there because it's hard enough to do a single file.
All right, round the final corner. Bert's going to pull her in here and hand it over to Cameron and Peter. And we are green. Pretty calm start there. Hackathorn got a massive jump though.
Ooh,
A little bit of touch in there.
Bargy there.
So far, pretty clean.
Sam Close, Kevin Finn side by side up here through the S's. We'll see how that plays out as we go into the second S. Oh, the 97! He about bought the farm there, but then Luis Almaso was to his inside. They make it through though.
See these cars go through the bus stop for the first time tonight.
So far, so good. Little using an Armco.
And tires are not yet up to temps either, so this might make for some of the slip and slide.
And for those new to the stream, there is a caution clock tonight, 25 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see how that comes into play. Obviously, no one listened to our strategy last night, tried to short pit or anything. So we'll see if maybe they watch the stream and are going to try some strategy tonight. Why not?
Why not?
They have to have something to beat these two up front.
Because Peter Short did make a mistake, as he said on the initial start of the race, and he's already within striking distance again on Cameron Rich up there in that 17 Boeing machine.
Matt, you said the tires run up to temp. Well, they're up to temp now, and they're already gone. They're just trash.
Yeah, that's the lovely thing that happens.
Your operating window is probably not too wide here. Oh, we got Mike Stevens in the wall. It's
Brent Miller.
Yep.
He's going to keep it there. He almost came back up in front of Nick Miller. That's close.
And Stevens has pretty significant left side damage. He's got loose at the top of the S's, like you mentioned, Trey, going to be a trouble spot. Yeah, he pounded that outside wall.
Four of these guys are strung out pretty good.
Yeah, they've decided to take it easy, I guess, this first run.
Like Cameron Rich, a little bit of lock up there into turn 1 that time. Never heard of any, but
Didn't cost him a whole lot. Not much between the front two that last lap. Was it a 108.9 to a 109 flat? So.
And just like last night, I believe we'll see that all night between those two rockets, because they've always been quite consistently close to each other, especially on these road courses.
Yeah, speaking of close, still got Hackathorn, Finn, Close, all still kind of bunched up together, and Eisman right behind them. 4-car, yep. So there's still a little gaggle there, and we'll see how this plays out as the tires begin to fall off, but not getting away from each other yet. Kind of like the same thing we saw last night, though. The mistakes are what's going to set you apart, I believe, because such a fast track here. If you go off, it's hard to keep it from hitting something fairly hard normally.
Yeah, it's very true. It's not very forgiving.
Ooh, it's Peter and Cameron playing a little close with the boundaries there. Oh, short sideways to the
Saved
S's.
it.
Wow.
That was a wicked save.
Man.
There was a little bit of time to his rival, a teammate of Cameron Rich, but at least he kept her in the right direction and didn't water up.
I'm sure that made him pinch a hole in the seat. That was not a place you want to be sideways.
No, that's awfully slippery.
Amazed he didn't lose more time. That was kind of a impressive recovery.
So if you do make mistakes, I guess the key is to minimize your mistakes. I hit it.
Or
Really
minimize
using
them.
that one tonight.
Oh, Jordan Teal. Gonna go off there in the second to last corner, and Race Clark's gonna get that spot from him.
Maybe Johnny Thomas if he placed the corner right if you read that situation right there.
I think Johnny Thomas is just looking to survive. He'll be the first to admit, but he doesn't road very well. So
Yeah, I believe that was his exact Twitter post. So. Remember, you don't have to be spectacular here. You want to make up spots you can, but you have the caution clock coming, so just don't mess up. You know, you want to make sure you're there for the second half at least. As Peter once again getting that car out of shape to the bus stop. He's really slinging that car around.
Yeah, that thing never settled until the exit of the bus stop.
Well, you know too, Matt, once you get those tires hot, they typically take a while to come back to you.
I don't know if it's if it's for me, they never come back to me, so.
Well, Chuck likes your new word there, Matt.
Oh, perfect. Oh, the 97 is around, coming at the inside rise, goes into the kitty litter. Ooh. Almost came back up on track there, but he kept her down.
It's going to be our new nose candy corner.
That could be, as he's still trying to get back on track, but he's did the smart thing there and let everybody else get by.
Hard to get these things turned around on the grass. Of course, if we had the updated, it's going to be pavement. So.
Yeah. Which
Just
might be worse,
saying.
because you might spin out into tire barrier.
Well, you see what they do on TV. They don't even use the curb anymore. They go around that curb to come back in.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd imagine Iris would make that one XL.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, it's Spa Junior.
Kevin Rich was able to capitalize on Peter Short's shortcomings there. That last lap, he's kind of opened it up to about a 2-second gap so far.
Maybe a reverse of roles from last night, Trey.
Could be.
Rumor has it he's fairly good at the Glen.
So I've heard.
Still got Hackathorn holding off Finn, but not by much as Kevin's right there on his back bumper.
And not too far behind them, you have Sam Close and Drew Eisenman looking to get that spot away from those guys in front of him. Just see Kevin Finn kind of step out a little bit there in the top of the S's, but not quite as bad as what we saw the 33 there a couple laps ago.
No, not that bad yet. You know, Hackathorn's kind of playing the spoiler here. He's the only non-playoff driver. What, in the top 5? So, top 6?
Yeah, so he did the same last night, I believe, too, did he know?
Yeah, had a pretty solid run last night, so definitely got some road abilities there.
Tell you what, Drew Eisman is wearing out that back bumper of Sam Close.
Catch what happened to Corey Lindsay here. He's currently 17th.
Drew Eisman makes the move. Oh, Sam Close going to turn 1. He'll complete that pass and move Drew up into the top 5.
As he made that, I saw Corey Lindsay on the second last corner get a little loose and stuffed her in the inside Armco, so that's what happened to him. Tough break for him.
Lucky, though, he's going to have that caution coming up in about, let's say, 15 minutes or so?
Yes, 15, 16 minutes.
So he'll be able to get kind of back even.
Yeah, he'll have to spend a few times with Ron jumping over the wall to beat the car down there.
See if Kevin Finn can capitalize here coming in the second to last corner on Matt Hackathorn. They're pretty much closest on track right now. He's gaining on him. Matt, it's a little bit loose. It's not going to be enough. And if you can set him up good to come down the straightaway here, you might actually be able to pull on him.
Yeah, this is where you're going to have to do a little outbreaking maybe, but that's so difficult with the downhill run in turn 1.
He closed up on the back bumper of him, that's for sure.
Oh, he's going to try to do it in the S's.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I mean, if you show the nose, you know, the guy doesn't have to give you the spot, but normally they end up kind of giving it to you as Finn. Looks like he lost the nose right behind Hackathorn there.
So put it back in.
Yeah, to the clutch to Drew Eisenman.
Yeah. He's going to be able to get this done into the bus stop. Should be able to. Just keep him nice and steady, and he's going to have Hackathorn next on his sights. A little loose coming up out of there into the carousel. Oh, nice run up off. That was a really nice line, but I think he lost a little bit just because he was so tight to the rumble strip down there.
Drew definitely making the most of his car here the past couple laps. Trying to join his teammates up there, I guess, right?
That's right.
Little update on those guys. They're still running some wicked fast lap times. About a second quicker than third place Matt Hackathorn there that lap.
Peter Short's kind of settled in just a little bit. He's cut that gap down to about a second over Cameron Ridge.
I just caught there Matt Hackathorn choosing my line into corner 1. Ooh.
Man, they are using more and more track coming out of the top of the S's. They're going to run out of track at some point.
They're just crying for tires as they sail it into the bus stop. That looks awesome. Oh, Hackathorn sideways.
That's going to check up Drew a little bit there.
There's a heads-up move there by Drew Eisenman because he could have ran him over quite easily. A drag race, maybe? No.
Just can't get that power down stuck on the inside like that. That drags everyone behind him right back into it. There's the 5 and the 4 right behind these guys again as Drew gets all out of shape behind Matt there.
He had such a run on him that he had to jump out of the gas.
This is a part of the game, though, Trey. In the road racing, you got to know how to pass these guys.
Oh, Sam
Will
close.
hops it.
I thought that was going to be a Jimmy Johnson-esque happen there as Luis Salmas was going to take advantage of that.
Oh, 12's off in front of him. Guys, he's going to lose 2 spots at least, maybe 3.
Salmas should have the momentum, but it's going to be hard to make that pass up through here.
Don't do it. It's tempting, but don't do it.
If you do it, you might end up with the, well, we gave it a shot. Now we're on the hook. That's probably the break Kevin, Finn, and Drew needed to get around Matt. Let's see if they can drive away from him now. Looks like he was maybe holding him up just a little bit.
You got a battle for the lead starting to hot up.
He's chopped it down even more, and it was, what, a second a couple laps ago? It's down, probably going to be around, what, half a second this lap?
Just to jump in there, the 97's down pit road. He had a massive incident into the bus stop last time around in lap 10. He wheel hopped and hit the inside wall and barrel rolled into the bus stop.
Nice, he pulled the sweetie.
But it did go back on its wheels, and he was able to continue on like Mr. Joe Nemechek. And Corey Lindsay spun out, I think, because he saw that. So things get a little bit greasy in there.
Yeah, the more you go off in that corner, too, the more grass and dirt is just going to throw up and cause even more problems for everyone else coming through. Well, Peter's there. Let's see if he can do anything with him.
This, to me, I find is the hardest corner on the entire circuit, the carousel. Excluding the boot corners, because those are quite challenging as well. But it's just hard to carry your speed and get a good exit, I find, through there without overcooking a little bit on the center off.
Yeah, because normally by the time you realize that you've overcooked it, it's too late. So you end up just having to back out of the gas and lose all the momentum down straight away. I wish they'd run the boot, though. That'd make it
Oh, man.
challenging.
I love the boot, yeah.
It's my favorite configuration of Watkins Glen.
Imagine these cars trying to get down into the boot and then almost flip over in that one corner.
I would love to see the real NASCAR series run the boot.
They were talking about it.
Yeah, they always
It'll
talk.
never
They
happen.
run a Roval at
Oh,
Charlotte.
the 33 sideways again up through the S's. Oh, he's gonna give me a heart attack.
Now, did
Little
he clip
aggressive.
that curb? Let's see if he clipped the curb.
I believe he did there. Yeah, he just jumped on it at the wrong time. Didn't lose too much ground again to Cameron though. He's doing a great job with minimalizing his mistakes.
But you need to maximize your potential.
Oh, I believe these lads can do that here.
He's kind of reminded me of Eric Mickey last night, where he's kind of making a few mistakes trying to stay with these guys, well, stay with Cameron, and he could just maybe settle in and, you know, put his effort towards the second run.
Yeah, but unlike Mickey, he didn't run about 6 people off the road.
Right. So would that be maximalize?
This is a 12s
Yes.
off again in the penultimate corner. Gonna lose 2 more spots. Those rocks go everywhere.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Matt.
Can't wait till those rocks can cut down a tire.
Oh, I can.
Through the animated pit crew, which is gonna give you about 10 FPS.
I hope you can turn everybody's else except for yours off.
Oh no,
even
I
then
want
it's
them
gonna be bad.
all the time. Everybody's.
Imagine a 24-hour race and somebody, like, 20 of you are in the same pit cycle. Good lord.
Well, just imagine the first caution in the C fixed, which is the first lap. So.
Yeah, that's true. And Jordan Teal there, I'm just watching him back here. He assigned him to what a couple of the other guys did. They got a little bit too far left going into the first corner, and it just dropped the tire down into the grass, and it just kind of screws up your whole entry.
Yeah, unlike on TV, these cars don't like curbs, and well, kind of like on TV, they don't like grass especially. You just can't really control anything, especially under braking when you get on the grass.
At least it doesn't take a splitter off.
True, but it does give you that fake damage. So.
Yeah.
Looks like they're coming up on Mike Stevens to be the first car 1 lap down here shortly.
Cameron Rich lost a lot of time there as he went way off. I think he was trying to avoid getting a 1X. As me, I just drive through that grass.
Sometimes it's better just to take the X right there and not give up all the time. Although I believe these guys, was it Peter last night ran the whole race without getting an X? So
Was it?
one of the two, Peter or Cameron? Oh yeah, it was Cameron.
Oh, Cameron got a little slideways there in the entrance to the bus stop. He's still kind of chasing it.
That's gonna allow Peter right there.
He was hugging that carousel line.
Now, wasn't it Cameron Rich who was super quick in this super late models here, but had a shifter problem?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
So maybe he's just trying to make up for that again too. Hopefully, we won't have any shifter problems tonight. As Chuck Sweeting showed us last night, it'd still be a problem when your shifter falls off. So.
But he still kept going after he had to hold it and shift. That was incredible. That was me. I'd be into the iron coat pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
See another lap car about to come down here is 89 of Brent Miller. He's also a playoff driver, I believe, so it might be detrimental to him.
He's gonna let him wave him by here. He got in the wall earlier and hasn't really recovered from that.
You can tell the overdrivers, tell them to go low. Pass right.
They know what you mean.
Let's see what Peter Shore can do in the carousel. He gained a lot of time on the entry, but he's only give up a little bit in the exit if you... Oh, 57 Levi's, or sorry, 97 Levi Zielinski done for the night.
I do that every week. I keep forgetting his number changes on the cup side. Here's the thing, if you're Cameron, you know Peter can only pass you in a couple spots. And you're not going to pass anybody in the center of the corner as long as you hit your marks, unless they knock you out of the way. So if you manage your center off, they can't really mess with you. Unless he just dive bombs you.
I think he can be pretty confident that Peter's not going to do that to you.
True. We'll see later in the race. I mean, you know, sometimes the brakes kind of fade on you a little bit, or a little,
Well,
just a
true,
little
I
bit of
mean-
a wheel lock up, you know.
And
Last
Peter-
lap, you might expect it, but
Yeah.
Not
And Peter does
halfway.
want to kind of get a win back too, because the one last week was, he would say, stolen from him.
Number 2, though, there's a playoff point on the line for leading halfway. So
Oh yeah, very true. Coming to about 19 minutes on this green flag session, so with 6 we'll see the caution come out, and I believe it's going to be at 3 minutes to go, or 4 minutes, the pit lane will close.
I believe so. Yep.
So if anybody wants to pull some strategies, do it before 4 minutes.
Say no one's thinking about it, and once again, I mean, why wouldn't you? If you're Matt Hackathorn, your tires are clearly shot, so come in now and try something.
And the good thing for Matt too, well, not really the good thing, but the thing that wouldn't stop him is he's not in the playoffs. Why not try to steal the show from these fellas? Because you know, right now you're probably not going to catch these guys under green.
Oh,
Just
someone's around off the final corner, and it's is it the 4 car? Yeah,
Cyril
that's Clank at the
Moss,
5. Sam
Oh,
Close might
oh.
be done.
That
Major
is
engine
tough.
just
Sam
caught out of the corner of
Close.
my eye.
Yeah, Sam's engine has expired, I believe. Almost expired. It's just puffing away.
Oh,
That's
Ford
not-
just got out of shape, and nowhere for the 5 to go. Oh, that was a
Sam
stretch for getting motor damage there.
Yeah. Sam Close, luckily, is in a decent spot in the points right now. He's only 6 points away from the lead. That doesn't mean this is not going to be bad for him.
That's gonna make Chicago fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ford just got loose, overcorrected, and nowhere for the 5 to go.
And right now we see Bobby Labonte laying the smoke down. We're just going to stay. That's
There's
unfortunate
oil.
for Sam.
There's oil.
Sam is doing pretty good there, minding his P's and Q's, but unfortunately, sometimes other people's mistakes end up ruining your night, not even
Battle for the
intentionally.
lead. Peter
boy.
Short sticks it down in turn 1. That was very descriptive by the race admin telling him that pit lane was closed.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the referee commercial.
The new Geico one.
Yeah.
Chad said it's pointless because you can't hold these guys off. Yes, Chad, but you can put, like, if you're in the playoffs, why not stay out and get that playoff point? Because you know you're going to be close to halfway when you go back to green. So, strategy. Well, it's
Honestly,
too
I
late
just-
now, though.
Yeah, it's too late now, but honestly, I just do it to say that I led here. And didn't let
Piss
one of these guys
everybody
lead
off.
up. Yeah.
Keep them from getting a, what's it called? The Grand Slam when you win the pole, lead every lap, win the race.
Speaking of Grand Slam, Peter Short has another nice run coming up here into corner 1. Be side by side going through it.
Sailor in there.
Oh, he's going to move up and touch the
Contact.
17, pushing him way wide.
No, Trey, that he wouldn't do that.
I
Hot
think
damn.
that was actually a little Cameron Rich there.
They definitely did not give each other an inch.
Nope.
That was some tight racing between teammates.
No, that wasn't that wasn't a dive bomb. That was he was
No, he was in
established.
there. Yeah, that was just we're gonna fight this out, see who wins.
See how things progress here. We know they're not going to wreck each other. They might move each other a little bit more out of the way.
Well, I think that clearly shows how you're gonna race them. Maybe a little New Garden Pagano race here. Google it, kids. Google it. I think honestly, Peter. I mean, the car was coming in for Peter. You could tell the past couple laps he's getting a better run off the final corner. And if you go into pit lane as the leader, obviously you have a better shot of coming off pit lane as the leader. So,
Yes.
as Peter's going to give the position back.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's respectable, but
I don't think he had to do that.
I
didn't
wouldn't
really
have.
No, that was kind of just out of respect, I guess. He'll probably get it back again, though, the way that car took off from Cameron.
Yeah, that's very true.
Oh, looks like the 4 car is done for the day as well.
Oh,
Come on,
Cameron.
17.
That's not a place you want to lock it up either, because that Aramco can kill you.
No, because it made him miss pretty much every apex of the bus stop.
Let's see
And the
if he can
entry
get
into
it.
the carousel.
Yeah.
Should be able to do a crossover if you can get the power down.
Pass in, moving. Some fries to go with that shake bun. Peter's got position here, but Cameron's not going to give him any.
Oh.
Man, Peter lost the nose a little bit there.
Man,
Oh, and
this is
17
still-
overdrives the final corner. Should give Peter another
Guys,
good run coming up.
25 to go. There's 25 to go.
25.
This is a fantastic race between these guys right now.
They don't want to play off win, right?
Oh, they want contact!
As the
Caution
caution's
is out.
Wow.
That's incredible to see.
That's
That was just roll reversal pretty well there from what happened a couple laps before.
to be a fly on that TeamSpeak channel, on the wall of that TeamSpeak channel.
Electric-
That's been interesting, I'm sure.
Because Cameron will scratch your eyes out or something.
Well, I think the man in the catbird seat, if these two keep doing that little shenanigans, will be their team owner, Drew Eisenman. He might be able to sneak by these guys if they do a little more bumping and banging. Let's not forget, boys, we got a restart coming up now, and that could be very interesting.
This is the last chance anybody could possibly have to make a move right now, as opposed to within close quarters. So people might get a little bit heroic here. We didn't see it at Mid-Ohio last night, but maybe people would be a little bit more brazen tonight here in the Cold Hard Air Cup Series.
There's always extra courage in turn one at Watkins Glen. I don't know what it is, but people always try and get more.
Do you remember, Thomas, that DP race that you and I did?
I mean, when you passed, what,
It was 10
12
cars,
people in
yeah.
one corner or something?
3 wide going into first corner is not where you want to be.
I get brake checked, and Matt passes me and like 12 other people. So
I love it. Love standing starts, or not, rolling starts, sorry.
looks like the field's gonna have to go around again before they can catch the pace car here. So
Yeah, he kind of threw it at a bad
Odd
spot.
time.
I mean, yeah, he should have let him come around. Get
I
a little
mean,
bit closer.
It was exciting. You didn't want that battle to end.
No, yeah, but unfortunately, that caution clock ran out. I think that would have been a slobber knocker to the end between these two until somebody didn't have enough car left to continue.
It was just about there at that point. Another couple hits like that, and someone might have had some toe damage.
I'm just wondering how much gas these guys got left in the tank.
They
Oh, that's
pumped up
right.
the fuel to 80%, I believe, this week. Just
Oh, okay. For the
and
okay.
they're all pit lane now. So
Yeah, that.
yeah, they did not really catch up in time, but
That'll give Peter and
pretty
Cameron
much going to come in as you. Yeah.
Yeah. We give them a couple of seconds to get some of their door banging damage fixed.
Really, the whole field, because they're kind of, unless we're in a tight battle, you're not really going to make up any time.
Oh, Peter slides through his box, though. Or, sorry, Cameron slides through his box.
Well, that's just what you need if you're Peter. Yeah, those final pit stalls are downhill, so
And you know, Peter saw that and he's like, "Come on, animated pit crew guys, in the future."
drop the jack.
Oh, getting a little bit of damage.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
gonna. Yep.
Okay.
Well. So after all that, he still beats him out of pit lane. Kevin Finn got a good job there. I believe the 77 actually has a little damage.
I got some in the rear there, and I don't think I see any more.
Oh, Rawls with a good pit stop here. Must have been enough he thought he needed to fix it. I mean, it wasn't really hurting his speed, did he? I'm curious to see. I kind of listened to the driver's meeting, but didn't really. I believe they told the wave around car to go ahead and pit and not do the extra caution lap that iRacing tells you to do because it's stupid and broken. So we'll see if this doesn't make us have to do an extra 2 laps tonight.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were saying. I wasn't listening. Someone was making noises in the chat window.
I don't know who that was.
Wasn't it Matt making his squealing pig noises?
No, her name's Katie.
Oh,
Close though. We both have something in common.
Potato, potato.
No, I was gonna say something much more heinous than that, but we're both dudes. Okay, moving on.
Dudes. Oh, here comes the wave around.
I remember the last time I had a wave around in Charlotte. Bro, James Duke's got the brunt of that one.
Who actually got the wave around? I don't even remember now.
89?
Johnny Thomas? I didn't think he was a lap down.
I didn't think he was either.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Johnny Thomas. Brett Miller? Yeah, I guess he
Yeah.
was. Brett Miller. Oh, dang, he's passing the S's. That's always fun.
I don't like doing that in a car. I don't like going like on pacing. I don't like going side by side for the S's.
No, never fun.
I feel like Thomas and Trey alluded to they were going to have animated pit crews on iRacing soon. I don't really know. Did they put a definite time on that? Because I know they've been working on it for a while.
Yeah, hashtag soon.
Okay, yeah. So anywhere between next build to 17 builds from now, we'll have animated pit crews.
So, if my memory is correct, I believe Cameron actually got credit for halfway.
I'm not even going to try to do math. So.
Well, I mean, it's only a 45 lap race.
The lap.
Because Peter gave the lead back to Cameron. I think a lap or two too early to get the halfway point.
Oh, yeah. Peter did lead a lap, though, so that's kind of beneficial. Not as much as a playoff point.
It might be more beneficial to not hit each other in this run.
Where's the TV in that?
I'm no turnologist here, but that tells me that you probably can't go as fast as you need to through the corner if you hit each other. So.
That's true.
Where did that cycle on Drew back to? P7. Yeah, that's pretty
Ugh.
costly pit stop there. I don't know if I would have took that gamble. Unless he had to pee. He could have had to pee. So.
I've done that a few times.
huh?
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
Virtual car or not, you're not gonna piss yourself in the chair.
Yeah, you're not gonna Tony Stewart yourself for.
All right. Any
Ready.
bold predictions? Who's gonna be Superman in turn 1?
I don't know, actually.
Matt Hackathorn.
Yeah. I don't know. Paul Ross. I mean, he's up here now. He can see him.
Door banging's always fun, though. Oh my.
It's always interesting getting through the bus stop there.
In other road racing news, the Bathurst 1000 is coming up. That's 1,000 kilometers of Bathurst. That's a great race to watch on the TV.
It's always interesting. Might hit a kangaroo or two.
That was
That's no joke. They might actually hit a kangaroo or two.
That's happened once or twice, didn't it?
Yeah, at least twice. Fortunately, I mean, when you hit one at like 200 miles an hour, the car's done, and unfortunately, so is the engine. But I mean, it might
Yeah.
be cooked by the time they get it off the engines.
I don't know if I'd get that. That'd be some pulverized meat right there.
No, rude nuggets.
That'd be something interesting to try.
Well, let's see if we can try and get a solid restart here. Pace cars off. Gonna hand it back over to Peter and Cameron. We're back to green.
Oh, Cam missed that start by a little bit there. So did Kevin Finn. Oh, contact from Paul Ross.
3 wide, maybe going through turn 1.
Ooh. There's the exciting one to see.
1X there, probably for Johnny Thomas. Side by side for Richard Hines and Paul Ross. They're gonna get that settled. Race Clark came out of that one smelling like a rose.
Whoever.
Nice. We can get that back here though. Hopefully get it done. Race has been quiet all race. Haven't really talked about him, but slowly but surely worked his way up.
Yeah, race is having a good race.
I'm sure Kevin Finn's like, are you kidding me? I worked like 3/4 of the first stint to get around this guy, and he's back in front of me with pit stops.
It's pit stops. I don't know what happened to Drew Eisman, but he lost big time. He's 9th.
He missed our hole. He probably had to pee thing.
Oh, well, I was peeing.
Actually, he lost 2 more on that restart thing because he was 7th after the pit stop, so not going his way.
Get one back. Here's Paul Ross. He spins out with the 22
spins
race Clark.
Oh, and
third
drives into him.
contact.
That was a little net code there.
There's the commentator's jinx. Let's see what happened there.
No,
Like the
kind of.
18 just kind of
Oh, yeah. Just
got on
drove in
exit a little bit too
the
hot.
corner there.
I mean, it was a classic dive bomb.
I guess the 22 just didn't get on the power as the 18 thought he would and just drilled him.
It's unfortunate too.
Is
This
it
is,
hard crabbing?
The 22 got hit pretty hard on the. Yes, it is crabbing.
Yeah,
He got hit
crabbing.
pretty hard in the second time.
Oh, it takes me back to the days when I got wrecked like that and decided to take Jeff Backey out for doing that to me. Best thing I've ever done. Use my car as a missile.
Well, Drew Eisman kind of benefited from that. He's back up to 5th.
It's like, hey, I'm smart. Look at this. I just didn't have to race anybody.
Fortunately for Race, that's going to put him in a quite big box in order to be able to make it to the second round of the playoffs after Chicago next week. Sorry, 2 weeks from now.
Well, I'm still sitting better than Sam Close. So.
Paul Rouse might actually be hurting pretty bad from that as well.
Possibly, but his car is not terrible. I mean, I know he lost a lot of track position, but he can probably get back around Corey Lindsey. And who's that from Jordan Teal? Those guys were fairly off the pace that first run, so we'll see. Of course, it looks like Lindsey got his car patched up pretty good too, though.
So apparently, Thomas, Chuck agrees with you. Anytime you take out Backey, it's a good day.
He said
But,
JK after. However, you shouldn't be joking about that. That's very, very true.
It's very true. It's right up there with North Korea. I'm sorry to start laughing at that because Matt knows that whole day. I wasn't gonna wreck the guy, but then iRacing broke my car again, so I decided I'd wreck him.
Yeah, and the best part was you could just tell it in your voice. I knew it was not going to be a good day.
Oh, it was a great day.
Well, on one side of it, I enjoyed it quite thoroughly because let me get the second place finish.
Looks like Hackathorn put a little gap on Kevin Finn there past couple laps. If he can track him back down. Good, wow, okay, yeah, well, track them all down, I guess, at the bus stop there. Oh, is it getting sideways?
And Hackathorn went a little bit wide in the carousel. That might benefit on exit, though.
Yeah, I feel like you have the 2 lines to that corner, Matt. You can hug the curb, or you can do the wide arc out and come back in. Not really sure which one's faster.
We'll update there. Another playoff driver, Race Clark, after getting involved in that incident on pit road right now. See if we can get it fixed and try to get back on track. However, I don't believe he can gain any positions.
Not at the moment. He can lose one, but not gain any. It's probably gonna be a lengthy repair too with that rear end crabbing out like that.
Oh, Peter's
33
short.
sideways. See if Finn can readjust here down the back stretch. Made up a lot of time last up to the bus stop. See if he can do it again. Of course, you gotta manage your tires. You saw it last time. You don't want to drive them off because once you lose the rear tires, it looks like that thing's just a handful.
Saw Peter slide a bit there into the bus stop.
Still hasn't lost a lot of time to Cameron though. It's almost up to a second lead now. So.
Yeah, and those two guys, their tires didn't fall off very much that last run.
Funny how they do that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little closer this lap. He's still in DRS range, man. So.
Oh, I wish we had that. That'd be just complete calamity.
Oh, he lost a massive, what, 300s that lap?
Oh, Matt Hackathorn goes a little bit wide there in turn 1. Might allow Kevin Finn to get back up to him here to the S's.
Probably give him a little shot at it, I would assume. Chuck said the brakes are glowing. Yeah, I noticed that. They're actually glowing pretty bright here in turn 1, especially.
What, it's starting to hot up front. Cameron's cut that gap to about 3/10.
Dun dun dun.
It's all done in about 1 lap, too.
Lost a little bit there in turn 10.
Yeah, that's
and
where
on turn 11.
That's where Peter was making up time last run off the final, especially off the final corners. I'm not sure if he's figured something out or Cameron just can't find his rhythm again.
Ooh,
Little lock
Peter
up,
lock up there and runs wide. Lets Cameron close in just a little bit.
No ABS, so
Matt Hackathorn had some more issues going into turn 1. It's going to allow Kevin Finn to be right on his bumper going up through the S's here.
when you miss turn 1, it kills you because let's see, hops the curb to the S's there. You lose momentum up the S's, which then makes you lose momentum down the back stretch. So it's just a chain of events there. No one's been super aggressive as Kevin Finn's gonna try and. Whew, I thought
That
was
was
gonna be a
close.
disaster. No one's been super aggressive through the curbs in the bus stop like I figured they would, but sometimes you can hit that one on entry and make it turn pretty good.
We're watching this battle between Peter and Cameron. Cameron is much better through most of the track than Peter until it comes to turns 10 and 11, and then Peter gains all that position back.
Work all lap to gain 2 tenths, then lose 3 in the final 2 corners.
Oh, and to answer your question, producer, it looks great. I noticed it last night. I just couldn't say anything.
I would say it looks great, but let's be real. I can't go past 480.
Oh, Kevin Finn gonna make the move on Hackathorn. Yep, gonna get it done in the bus stop.
Oh,
Move
but
him up to
Hackathorn got a nice
P3.
run.
Yeah, but you can't. That's hard to return the pass right there.
I was thinking more coming up in here to the second to last corner. Never mind.
You can come up in there all you want. Because he's did shut the door. I thought I saw. Well, I guess that battle didn't amount to anything. I thought Race Clark and Paul Ross were going to be around each other, but Race is driven away from Paul. So. That's Paul. You were right, Matt. Paul hasn't really been able to do anything. He's stuck behind Jordan Till. So.
But that damage, I could just imagine he's lost a little bit of downforce going through the corners. So
Probably some motor, too.
yeah. to make both Ray Clark and Paul Ross have a little bit to worry about coming into Chicago, I think.
Not. Yeah. I mean, where's Brett Miller running?
So have Richard Hines on up there in the top 6.
So that's 2 points. Yep. I mean, Paul Ross had a pretty sizable hole to dig out of compared to the front guys. You're only going to drop the bottom 3 in the Cup Series, so.
As long as Richard
Definitely-
Hines finishes where he finishes.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tight, but it's still going to be within, I think, a manageable margin. But definitely sideways action there. Definitely not what you wanted tonight if you're the 22.
Man, Cameron Ritz drove it down into turn 1 there, man. Whew.
Didn't really help him though. Lost a
No,
lot.
it didn't.
Slow is fast. Slow is fast.
Yeah, we're inside 10 to go now.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Burgers is still in chat. Congratulate him for staying up past 10 o'clock.
Where's his kid that just hacked into his YouTube account?
We don't really have to hack it, right? I mean, is password considered a password?
Nah.
What?
You know, it's just like, I think that's what they had with the credit scare, right? When they missed all those accounts, they figured out the server password was password.
Right.
Might as well have been.
Yeah, Peter Short had some issues there. Second to last corner, but he's going to make it all up, I think, in the last one, yeah.
17 used every inch of track there.
Yeah, Peter Stort's got that turn 11 figured out, man. He's flying through there.
Oh, is that what we're calling it? I thought we were going to call it turn 7 like NBC did.
That's fake news.
Well, second to the last, then the last. Whatever. I'm just trying to maximize my broadcasting here as Peter Short gets sideways. The entrance of the S is there.
It's about the 5th word we've made up this year.
Minimalize and maximalize. Love it.
Gonna have to put those on a t-shirt.
We should actually do that. I'm going to look into that. Comment in chat right now if you'd buy an OCR TV t-shirt.
There's only 7 people watching. Robbie, we can put you down for 35, right?
I'm looking, yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
I mean, Chuck needs at least 7 or 10, right?
Right.
I'll take 2. I'm sure everybody here will take 2, right?
Well, what kind of fabric we using?
Cotton.
Triggered.
That was too, we can't, no.
Honestly, folks, that wasn't scripted.
It was not, but it worked perfectly. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Looks like Cameron got a little better run that time. Still gonna have to make up what?
4
less than half a
tenths.
Hey, this finally comes in chat. Maybe if it's black, yes, it'll be probably black and green.
Don't assume what our shirts would be. I was thinking more of like a teal and
Short?
that's not a color, but
Burnt umber.
I think we should sell gloves. We can sell kids' gloves to make a.
You have to make them really small.
I'd take some mittens.
I said gloves. These are for working, Matt, not whatever you Canadians do with your
The
mittens.
hell are we gonna do? Get Carhartt on board to make us gloves? Maybe we get Johnny Thomas on board with us.
Yeah, why not? I mean, come on. Mike Stevens doing a little drifting back there in the grass. No harm, no foul, though. This Corey Lindsay has lost his hood somewhere.
Still running 11th, though.
I gotta find out where that happened.
I'm looking right now.
Oh, he nosed it in the inside wall of the bus stop. Wow. I'm surprised that car's still running. It would appear Mr. Drew has caught and passed Hackathorn.
Yes.
Set
Move that
sights
77 up
on
the floor.
He's got enough time to track down Kevin, though.
No.
Depends if he can pick his lap times up a little bit. There's both in the 110s. Gonna need a little quicker than that, though.
That was quite the little excursion that Corey Lindsay did there too. I just got back to find it.
Yeah, it was definitely, you know, that would have been a safety car moment.
Although who that does help, it was Paul Ross. That puts him inside the top 10 now.
I'm sure Corey Lindsay didn't really want that to happen, though, as he's also a playoff driver, so.
Oh, 17 gets loose up out the carousel.
I think Cameron's car is starting to give up the ghost a little bit.
Yeah, he may have driven it a little too hard to try and keep up with Peter in the start of their run here. Because we saw the last end of the first stint there where Peter really put the pressure on, so.
So we got 5 to go, boys.
Woo. 5 to go, but everything still left to play for. Ah.
A solid run by Kevin tonight. Hanging around in that top, 3 to 5 position all night. So solidly running third.
I don't think he's been lower than 5th all night, so another solid points night. Probably gonna, I don't say lock him in, but put him in a really good position going into Chicago. Remember the time the Tropicana Orange came off in qualifying and rolled down the track at Chicago?
That was fantastic. Top 10 favorite NASCAR moments of all time. Also, I have a little bit of breaking news, I believe, here.
Corey Lindsay just got around Jordan Till with no hood.
Nice.
Is that not your own breaking
news? Yeah, Robert Yates has passed away.
Really?
Yeah. Just reported about 8 minutes ago on ESPN.
Oh, big wiggle by Peter Short there, and lets Cameron
right on his back bumper again. But man, what a shitty day.
Oh, we do have some Ford performance up front, so I guess that's a little bit of a positive thing.
Well, that dude's not that old, right?
74.
Yeah, but he had cancer.
Yeah.
Must have had a valve spring issue. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, it was 8 minutes ago, Trey. Oh,
wow,
fantastic.
Speaking of valve springs, Cameron Rich is right there on the back bumper of that Southwest machine.
Is this the part where we said the views expressed by Trey Landry, not necessarily those of OC?
Right.
Or 3 Wide Racing League.
All right, for real. This is down to the sharp point of the race here. Cameron's turning the wick back up, see if he can do something with Peter as they're both starting to get a little argy-bargy, tail-happy, little shenanigans playing maybe.
Man, Peter Short's a little prone to make mistakes on these road courses. I think if Cameron can put some pressure on him, he might force Peter into making a mistake.
Yeah, but he still wins even though when he makes the mistakes.
Well, true.
I think Richard Lafferty liked your comment there, Trey. About the valve springs.
Oh, yeah. You know, heart, valve springs, heart of the engine. Actually, the heads. I'll shut up now.
I did enjoy it.
Wendell's probably like, damn it, why don't your headset cut out?
One time we heard you loud and clear.
Peter's kind of settled down from his mistakes. Going to open it back up to 7/10 as we got 2 to go.
This
Oh,
is
big wiggle. There he goes, overdriving turn 1. See if Cam
Oh.
can make up some position here. Right there, going through the S's.
That's gonna be
right
tight.
on him.
Oh, he's gonna push up and lose his momentum.
Yeah. I think Cam kind of thought better of it. Looked like he got out of the gas a little bit there.
This is the only battle happening right now. So
Yeah. Drew hasn't been able to close up on Kevin Finn. Actually, Kevin's pulled away from Drew a little bit for that battle from 3rd and 4th.
he's not running too far off the leaders, but Cameron's right back on his bumper.
You know, Cameron's not gonna take this laying down, and he wants 3 in a row at Watkins Glen. He wants to sweep the first 2 playoff races this year in the Cold Hard Air Cup Series.
I'll tell you what, man, if Cameron could get a good run through 10 and 11, and even if he doesn't have a run on him going down the front stretch, I'd show him my nose and see if I can get him to overdrive that turn 1 again.
Oh yeah, you gotta show him the nose, make him know you're there.
Oh, it doesn't work as
Sideways.
Cameron gets sideways.
Man, he is trapping wheels on that joker.
Oh, the
Oh,
33
there
gets
we
loose.
go.
He's off.
There we go. What'd I tell you?
Unbelievable.
New leader to 17, and as long as he does not make a mistake, he'll stay that
That's
way.
a final lap.
This is
Yeah,
the
white flag.
Yeah. 2 weeks in a row. Oh, and 33's still all out of shape here. He might lose 3rd if he's not careful. I mean, 2nd if he's not careful. Man. You're right, Trey. The pressure was on and he cracked.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough loss there.
Yeah, if I'm Kevin Rich, I got that relative and I see he's 3.5 seconds back, and I'm
in
backing up,
cruise.
backing up every corner and just being easy.
Well, I don't think we could script this one any better, boys. Here he comes off the final corner. Cameron Rich gonna make it back-to-back wins in the playoffs.
And 3 in a row at Watkins Glen.
And once again, the heartbreak for Peter Short. Although this week he does get to finish P2, so
Yeah, that'll definitely help him in the points. He wasn't really hurting when they had that bad finish, but it's still a little bit more assurance that he's going to be fine going into the next round.
Short
So
was
I
a
would
little
say-
short on talent.
Yeah, he came up a lap short.
Solid run for Kevin Finn as well. We mentioned that. Podium, I think he'll be pretty pleased with that. Eisman with a 4th as well. Hackathorn with a top 5. Richard Hines with a P6, boys. I don't think we mentioned his name hardly all night, and there he was, came home with a solid 6th place finish.
Even Nick Miller finished in 7th. That's a
Yeah.
good run
It's a-
for him. And
That might be a season best.
yeah, and somebody that doesn't rode very well, Johnny Thomas, solid top 10.
Well, we
And,
you don't have to
Corey-
call your name out. You rode pretty well, right?
That's right. And Corey Lindsay finished 10th without the hood. I think his hood finished 17th.
I think Race went and picked it up for him. Man, oh man. Well, I guess we should make the jump and get these. They're probably going to be static interviews started here. We're waiting for the Canadian to find out what TeamSpeak is. There he is. Hi, Norm.
A little fashionably late.
Well, better late than never.
Nice power turns there by the 17. Love it.
Yeah, that's a solid burnout. He actually did one this week. Didn't do one last week. So who we grabbing here as Cameron backs up across the front stretch there? Who's 3rd? Kevin Finn. All right, we got him. your third place finisher tonight, Mr. Kevin the Flying Finn. Kevin, solid night all night. I don't think we night all night. Well, that's not the best use of words there. Never saw you really fall out of the top 5. Happy with the car, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, it's definitely better than last night. Last night I couldn't get a hold on any corner really. Tonight was real fun. I ran my race and tried to be consistent and right on top 3.
Now this puts you in a pretty good position heading into Chicago. I'm gonna keep saying it like that just to make anyone who hates it mad when I say it like that. Puts you in a good position as you head into the final round of final race of round 1 in the playoffs. Any worries, I guess, Chicago? I mean, you know you have a pretty good points gap, but any pressure maybe try and get that win, get you some more playoff points coming?
Yeah, that'd definitely be great. Going into Chicago, getting a couple bonus points, but yeah, I think I'm pretty much locked in for the next round, but probably not definitely. I'm just gonna try to do it tonight, run my race, be consistent, and hopefully the setup will be just like tonight. I really enjoyed tonight's setup. It was really easy to handle. It felt like I got a lot better during the long run, unlike last night where every corner was just a mystery. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to Chicago and definitely the next round. It's gonna be fun.
Matt, Trey, any questions?
Trying to think here. What track, Kevin, are you looking forward to the most coming up into the playoffs? Presuming you make it through Chicago unscathed, which I believe you will. But anything that's coming up in the next round, maybe that you're looking forward to?
Dover's fun, hard track. You can probably get top 10, top 5 there, but I'm really looking forward to Martinsville. It's really my favorite track on the schedule. So hopefully we won't have a 24 hours of Martinsville like we did early in the year. I'm sure you guys would like that. But hopefully we can make it to the next round and the next one because Phoenix I really like in the mile and a half. So, but we're gonna take it race by race right now. So Chicago's up next. Looking forward to that.
Alrighty, Kevin, before we let you go, give us those shout outs.
Shout out to Cold Hot Art. Guy really makes some really cool things. And 3 wide, as always, putting on the league. Want to be able to do this hobby, I guess, without 3 wide. It's kind of a really organized hobby that I love doing every Sunday, Monday night. And my team, Avon Racing. And you guys, OCR TV. Can't forget you guys.
Alrighty. Oh, go ahead, Trey.
No, you stole my line. Alrighty. Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Man, it sounded like he was talking through a potato.
I believe Lafferty said, "Why is he in the food court?"
Ah, there we go. All
You want
right.
pizza?
Pizza. All right. Here he is, folks.
Something must have been really funny.
It was. Should have been there. Peter Short. You led 22 laps tonight, Peter. You know I gotta say it. You came up 1 lap short. Just overcooked turn 1 there, let Cameron by. But all in all, solid race. Tell us about it, bud.
Yeah, you hate to give up one like that. I think Jeff Gordon gave away one like that. So I mean, if I'm up there with Jeff Gordon, if I'm comparing myself to Jeff Gordon, that's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I lost the rear tires with 5 laps to go, and it was getting worse and worse, and Cam was closing in on me, and it wheel hopped bad the lap before, and I should have just backed up my corner, and I didn't. So it's all on the driver tonight. It was a really fun run with Cameron. I know he's going to come in here and, it's the finest race. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I haven't gone toe-to-toe with someone like that in a long time. That first run was really fun right there at the end. And it was really fun for that second run. I thought I had it, but, I did. I came up a little bit short tonight, and props to Cameron for applying the pressure on me all night. The Glen has always been a track that suited Cameron. because he and I always tend to end up around each other on a road course, and he seems to get the better of me at the Glen more often than not. So I'm not too surprised with the outcome, but yeah, all in all, good points finish. We had a really tough loss last week, and we followed up with another really tough loss this week. But at least this week I finished second and not 15th or something like I did last week. So good points day. We'll look forward to Chicago again. Not really one of my favorite tracks, but what can I say?
Well, I mean, you can say how fun it was to race your teammate. I want to know how exciting it was when you and Cameron were kind of banging doors there. Was it getting tense in the chat, or was it just kind of fun, like you said, racing against him that close?
Yeah, the funny thing is that I let Cameron by because I didn't want to door check him out the way to take the lead of the race, and he did not want me to let him by, but I did anyway. I kind of led a lap and said, okay, well, I got my bonus point, no big deal. And that's kind of how I saw it, and let him back by, and then we bounced off each other one or two more times after that. There was one time when we both swear that I was clear, and I guess I wasn't, and tried to do the undercut, but it is what it was. It was a lot of fun, and we've got 7 races left or something like that to try and get another win here. Cameron's kind of on a roll at the moment, so hopefully we can stop him next time out at Chicago.
You got everything I had to ask.
Well then, I guess you can give us those shout outs then, Peter.
Shout out to Cameron. He raced me clean. I don't know if I really raced him clean, but he raced me clean, so that was a lot of fun. Shout out to Drew. I know Drew did not have exactly the night he was hoping for. He was hoping for that 1, 2, 3 for Eisentech. We haven't had that in a while, and I know he sped on pit road, so that's kind of a shame. Shout out to Race. I know he had a tough night. He's looking to progress in the points, so he's probably going to have a decent run at Chicago, but hopefully he can do that, and we can get ETE into the next round. Shout out to y'all at OCR, Corey Lindsay for running this league. I hope we can convince a few extra people out there listening in the YouTube world to come race with us at 3 Wide next season, because it's going to be pretty awesome next year. And thanks for all the competitors, and it was a fun race.
All right, Peter. Well, we appreciate it, man. We look forward to seeing you next time at Chicago.
Thank you.
All right, I got him. Surprise, Cameron. He led race high 23 laps in a battle with his teammate all night long. His teammate came up 1 lap short, overcooked turn 1. Kevin Rich was able to capitalize, bring home the dub. 3 in a row for you at Watkins Glen, man. How exciting was it tonight?
Well, until the last lap, it was pretty nerve-wracking, and then I saw Peter miss turn 1. He was like on 95 going towards New York City, so I don't know. When I saw that, I was like, oh, where you going, bro? There's a parking lot up there. But, yeah, it was hard. We were pretty evenly matched all night. First run before that caution, I was like a head case. I couldn't keep it on the track just about. I was pulling my best Eric Mickey impression from last night. And if you're watching, Eric, I love you. But yeah, it was pretty good. The setup was consistent. It didn't have that much fall off really, so you could really drive the hell out of it, and it was really fun.
Well, I asked your teammate how fun it was, but how fun really was it for you to race Peter like that? Kind of banging doors, getting some X's here and there, and still being able to race clean and hard to the end.
Oh, it's really fun. It's nice. We've been racing for like 10 years, and me and Peter, we want to beat each other really bad. So, when I saw him overshoot turn 1, I was like, wow, thanks for the win. But, yeah, it was really cool. I think we did almost like wreck over there in turn 1. I don't know what the hell happened there, but, I didn't think we even touched.
Well, luckily the caution came out, so.
Yeah, that was a pretty good thing, wasn't it?
Now, Cameron, was that your third in a row here at Watkins, Glen?
No, that won last year, but last year was my first year, so that would be my
And
second.
then you won the 3 Rock race, and then this one. So let me take off my shoe. Yep, that's 3.
No, actually, I didn't win 3 Rock. Peter did.
God,
Oh,
whatever. You, Peter, same thing.
Your toes are lying to you, Trey.
Well, I'm missing that one.
Oh,
Badgers.
Makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Badgers. Well, Cameron, you did sure put on a clinic there at Watkins Glen, you and Peter. So what makes you like that track so much, I guess, is my question. Like, you seem to have a really good knack for that track. It's just the way it's laid out, or?
I just really like turning right. I think it's a good change of pace. It's nothing really about the track. I think it's pretty well suited for stock cars. It's better than like Sonoma or Mid Ohio. It's got
Shut your mouth.
got a flow.
No,
It's
it's
not
not.
so tight.
Preach, brother.
But there's really no one reason. It's kind of like a bent oval, really. It's the least road coursey road course there is. So, but it's fun. These cars drive like poop on it, but I guess that's the challenge.
Oh, Kevin Finn says hi.
Hey, Kevin, if you have fun at work tomorrow.
Yeah, apparently he talks through a pedo.
The food court at the mall.
Potatoes are a good source of electricity, I think, if you like plug something into it.
And starch.
Yep.
And vodka.
All right, Cameron. All jokes aside. Give us those shout outs, bud.
Well, I want to thank our super awesome series sponsor, Mr. Tom from Cold Hard Art. Does some pretty cool stuff, and I'm glad he sponsors this series because I like to race it. And Corey for being a bro and being a admin and stuff and putting up with all of us drivers and my super awesome teammates, Race, Peter, Drew, Kevin, Jordan, and of course, #1 OCR fan, my girlfriend. Thank you for watching. I do love you. And you guys for giving her and everyone else something to watch. You guys are pretty cool.
Right on, man. All right, Cameron, we appreciate it, man. Locked into the next round. Should have some fun next race at Chicago. So we'll see you then, bud.
All right, thanks, guys.
Way to go, producer. Faulty information.
That's what happens when you get
yeah.
that fake news from Isentech teams.
No, I see what I mean. About 3 in a row now. From Milwaukee, then the Glen.
Okay, semantics.
Speaking of semantics, that's a terrible segue. I'm sure Wendell's running the results on your screen right now. You can see where your favorite driver finished tonight. Remember, the playoff drivers are in blue, so you'll see a few of those at the bottom. Sam Close, Race Clark, not having the best of nights. Sure, they'll rebound in a couple weeks at Chicago. That's right, a couple weeks. We get a nice break here, boys, before we go into the final stretch. I believe we actually have another off week in between now and Homestead, but still nice to take a little refresher here, rebound, and we'll see who's got what at Chicago.
Well, since we're not going to be broadcasting next week, Thomas, Matt, are there going to be some OCR TV after dark going on this weekend?
I don't know about that. Perhaps on Friday night after we do a 3 rock or a different race, high rock race.
Possibly. Depends if I'm in the soybean field or not, so we'll see. It's harvest time, boys. Harvest time.
Yeah.
Well, I think that about wraps it up for the night. How about we say we just get out of here? For Trey, Wendell, Matt, myself. You fellas have a good night, and Trey, tell them what they can do, because I'm sure Matt's not got the toilet ready to flush, so.
See ya!